Hi, Caleb. My name is Brian Hartman at Heart to Heart Marketing. We spoke on the phone yesterday briefly. I mentioned I was going to send out a video um, that has tips and tricks to be able to help improve online presence for you guys. And here it is. So, what I'm going to do is I know that you mentioned you were going to help us get this over to Brad once you see it. So, I don't want to distract anything. So I am going to turn my webcam off so this way you could focus on the information on the page. There we go. So most likely, you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, you're lucky because I read minds. And the answer is oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to hiring someone is they don't know who's an expert and who's not. I found by giving people an easy, free attack plan with actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, Brian, I like you. Can you please do this for me? So if by the end of this video you like what you heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business with, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I gave you to do it yourself, that works for me too. But let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition, not waste any more of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over is content. As you can see, I have your website up on the screen, and content is anything that when you left click and hold it down on the mouse, it highlights. As you can see, there's your content. There's more. And also, in addition to just the words, pictures can actually hold content as well. So if you click Save Image behind this picture, you'll see that it was saved as content4.jpg with a bunch of numbers. If, for example, you saved it as Electrician Port St. Lucie, that could count as a keyword that people will be searching for you on Google. And that helps you get found a bit more as well. So earlier I highlighted your homepage and went to wordcounter.net, found out that you have about 1,010 words on your homepage of your website. And that's pretty good. Usually, um, the homepage should have about 1,500, so you're not that far off. And Google likes to use this to be able to scrape the website to find out if you're a legitimate business, what you do, who your customers are, et cetera, and be able to help you rank in Google so people can find you. So, in addition to just the words, keywords become very important. And that's how people search and are able to find you. So, every month people are searching for example, Port St. Lucie Electrician. And you go here. This is a tool I use called Ahrefs. Ahrefs is a tool that's used. If we click here, it'll show us the keywords that appear in the content on your website. This is how much traffic is driven by those keywords. When people search, they find you. And you can see that it's very minimal. So adding specific keywords to your content on your website would definitely help you get more traffic to that website. Backlinks, we're going to talk about in a little while. That's another way to be able to help you be found in a Google search. We'll come back to that in a little bit. Um, so when you search for Port St. Lucie Electrician, as you can see here, you guys do a great job. You're on the map listing at the top. And I'm going to talk about citations in just a little bit, explaining how you appear there, which is actually fantastic. The other place you would like to appear is where Excel Electric, your competition, is in the organic section. We're going to talk about the backlinks, as I mentioned, is how you can get yourselves in the top three, preferably number one, and beat out Excel Electric. So going back to Ahrefs, this is a tool that runs about $200 to $300 a month. You guys can absolutely get a subscription to it if you like to get this information. When you click keywords, we're going to see exactly what is inside of your website, what those keywords are. And as you can see here, Port St. Lucie Electrician, you're ranked number 10. So if we go back to this page, right, we have sponsored ads at the top. That's where people pay for Google pay-per-click ads. And they're usually not that, the ROI is not as where it normally, where people would want it to be. Usually the quality is just not there of the type of leads that are coming in. And a lot of times there's ad blockers, so people won't even see this section. It's not always the best choice if you're going to choose to pay for ads. Then you got the map listing, which this is based on citation. So name, address, and phone numbers in various directories in the internet is what's going to get you or has you in that section. Local pages, yellow.com, yellowbook.com, Yelping, etc. Usually you need about 150 of these. That's about the average to be able to rank in the top three in the map pack or the map listings. You guys are doing a great job there. Where we're not being found for Port St. Lucie Electrician is in the organic section. So about 50% of people when they search will look here and call. The other 50% will bypass the map pack and they're going to look organically. This is where you want to be as well. And these people will typically go to your website and then hopefully they're going to book an appointment or call you guys to schedule one. Okay. And this is done using backlinks, which we're going to go over, and also the keywords. So what we want to do is be able to first show you where you are for Port St. Lucie Electrician, not even on the first page. The second page we call the graveyard page because nobody usually goes past the first page when they're searching. So what you'd want to do is add Port St. Lucie Electrician into the content on your website more to be able to increase the potential for being found on the first page of Google. Same thing with Electrician Port St. Lucie. You can see that you're in 12th position, which is also the second page, and it continues down from there. Okay? Now, if we look at Excel Electric, which you can see is your top competitor in the organic section right here, they have 76 keywords with 24 traffic, as opposed to 8 keywords with 4 searches of traffic. Now, even this can be improved upon, but you can see their keywords are pretty sharp. So we go here, we put in by position, put it in order, and you'll be able to see they have Excel Electric, which is their branding, which is good. People will find them by their name. But under Port St. Lucie Electrician, number 3. In Electrician Port St. Lucie, they're number 4. So when Port St. Lucie Electrician is pulled up, boom, there they are. So anybody that bypasses this probably is going to call Excel Electric, and really that's where you guys should want to be. Okay? Now, in order to get into that organic section, backlinks become very important. So you're probably asking, what is a backlink? Well, I told you I'm psychic. A backlink is basically where, let's say, a well-known electric supply company um, puts your name and gives you a shout out and gives your link to your website for their traffic to have a chance to click and go back to your website. That's called a backlink. The more relevant the websites are that are sending people to your website, the more you get pushed up in the ranks organically to hopefully be able to land into this position. Relevancy is extremely important. So an electric supply company, well known, is a lot more relevant than, say, Pizza Hut, because obviously you're not slinging pizzas. So the authority that comes with the backlink from the electric supply company is much greater, and you want to be able to find as many high relevant sites to be able to get backlinks from. So what we typically would do is click on the backlinks of your competition, and we can copycat and be able to get backlinks from the sites that they're already utilizing. Here you can see as a best link, etc. So not hard to do, and it will definitely help you be able to be found in the organic section. Okay, so at this point, we went over, just to set up the closing, we went over content. So we need to get not just more content on your homepage, but the keywords are very important to be able to get onto that homepage. So you appear higher in the organic section, for example, Port St. Lucie Electrician. Citations, you're already doing a great job with. You're in the map listing. I wouldn't even do anything more than what you're already doing for that section. And the last part, backlinks, to be able to get you into the organic section, that's where there's some work that needs to be done. We need to copycat, like I mentioned, your competition, and then add more than that to be able to blow them completely out of the water and hopefully get you to appear in the top 3 in the organic section. If you implement these strategies today, you could be #1 across Google. So I'm psychic, remember? So I bet you're wondering, what now? Well, you can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm perfectly okay with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call at 888-488-1967, or you can reply to the email where you got this video from me, and just let me know that you'd like to schedule a time for a deep dive, and we can move to the next steps. Pleasure was all mine. Thank you, Kayla, again for getting this over to Brad. Brad, I look forward to speaking with you soon. Hope you guys have a great day.